Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new series for Victoria 2. You may be asking, why are we playing another series of Victoria 2 when we just finished one? Well, I decided since the Haiti series ended so quickly, because I just kind of got stuck and couldn't do much of anything with it, I kind of want to try and give it another take. Even if this one goes, fairly quickly as well. Combined, that's going to be about the same length, or actually probably still even shorter than either the EU4 or the CK2 campaigns that we had before. So we're going to call this kind of our alternate history of our I guess you could say, Brittany people, if you will. We started our CK2 game in Brittany originally, and expanded over to EU4 with Brittany as well, which in EU4 we got kicked into the Caribbean. And as part of the Caribbean, if you remember, or if you watched any of that series, we ended up having all of the Caribbean islands and a big chunk of kind of the northern part of South America, as well as a big chunk of Central America as well. So pretty much we had all of this, as well as Venezuela, Colombia, USCA, maybe bits of Ecuador, and probably some of this stuff over here as well. Well, we tried Haiti, and it was what it was. But there's nothing else really that we can play as in the Caribbean without actually playing a great power. And I'm trying to avoid playing a great power right now, to be perfectly honest. I want to play one of these semi-small countries, maybe not super small, but it's not a lot of choices here. So I decided I'm going to play one of these other countries this game, that's in the same area. And this one, hopefully, being on land and having a little bit more land itself, will for one give us more population initially, not much, but a little bit. Plus give us a lot more neighbors that we can go through, as well as, if I can pull up this, give us a lot more resources to choose from a lot of these nations here. So whereas Haiti literally has just tobacco and that's it, these other nations have a lot more stuff. And there's nothing to say that we couldn't take one of these other nations and go conquer Haiti as well. So we're going to try, and I think I've decided I'm going to take Colombia. Like I said, I could have picked any of these three, but I'm picking Colombia because I'm kind of being partial to Colombia right now, because I just, if you watched any of my my football manager game, you heard that I actually just came back from a trip to Medellin a couple weeks ago. So actually it's probably about a month now. So I'm kind of, in the Colombia swing of things. So I'm going to go ahead and play Colombia and see if we can do any better as Colombia than we did as Haiti. At the end of the Haiti game, we ended in rank 34. So I'm really hoping we can get much better than that. We need to be rank 16 or higher to be able to colonize, apparently. And just to test that out, I actually pulled up Brazil, which starts off the game off as rank 15. And sure enough, they do have colonial powers. So it does look like 16 or higher is in fact the breakpoint for having colonial powers. Obviously, we're ranked 44. Actually, before I started the game, it said we were ranked 25. So I was like, oh, wow, we're actually not that far off from being ranked 16 or higher. This might not be that bad. And then when I get in the game, it says 44. So I'm like, okay, this might be a little harder than I thought it was going to be. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Colombia is the plan. Excuse me, sorry, I had a cough for a second there. So yeah, one good thing about Colombia, actually, I mean, a couple of good things. Like I said already, we're on land already. So we don't have to worry about a navy right away. We can actually go to war with our neighbors, initially without having to worry about spinning up ships. Whereas as Haiti, we had to spend a lot of our money and stuff like that just to get off the island. And so we're not having to worry about that just yet. We already can get more military from the get-go. So that's going to be a huge boost as well. Our options are USCA, Venezuela, and Ecuador over here. Obviously, we're not going to go to war with Brazil right now, because that would just be a little bit ridiculous. Oh, actually, Peru technically borders us as well. Peru only has 3 brigades as well. That would be kind of interesting as well. So, you know what? Who has some resources that we want? I mean, these guys have a lot of fruit and stuff that we already have. Some wood. They have some sheep, some wool that we don't have. That'd be interesting. Anything up here? I mean, obviously getting our way up to the iron would be really nice, but that's going to take us a bit, I think. Anything over here? Getting over here to some of the tobacco could be useful. We have a lot of coffee already. Honestly, it looks like it's going to be a lot of more of the same. So it doesn't look like there's really one place that's better than the others. I'm kind of digging Maybe USCA because they're going to be a little bit smaller in general. They're only have 3 brigades initially. I really want to jump on one of these guys before they have a chance to group with somebody, though, to ally with somebody. To be perfectly honest, so that's my goal. Yeah, you know what? Let's try the USCA. Because, like, if we go after USCA, what would we be our... Because, like, the idea would be if we can go after USCA a little bit, like, we can actually take all of USCA at some point. It might take us a couple wars, but we could actually end up getting some tropical wood and some iron into our country, which would be pretty awesome. So, obviously, the initial little expanse here would not be quite as, you know, beneficial because it's going to be a lot of more of the same, but I don't know. We'll try that, maybe. So... I think the very first thing we do is justify a war against the USCA. And we are going to acquire a state and actually liberate country, really. Cut down to size. No, we're going to acquire a state. Maximum amount of infamy we can acquire is 11, so that's good. Which means that even if we get maximum here, we can still go after somebody else, because obviously as long as we stay under that 25, we're okay. So we're going to start with USCA, see what happens with that. Technology. Okay, so since we're going to go to war first, it's tempting to go with military stuff initially. You know, let's go with army professionalism. Get a little bit more morale and some tactics right off the right out of the gate. Start researching that. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Really going over here and getting the educational efficiency as soon as possible is such a huge boost that I really feel like we need to kind of do that. It's going to make so much, everything else go so much faster. And honestly, these other guys are not going to have any more military efficiency or anything like that than I do. So, so that is that. As far as focus, we probably want to go for some clergymen, at least initially. So, what is our most populated state? Appears to be kind of a tie between these top two, but we'll go with the top one. And we'll go with you, going for some clergymen. How many clergymen do you have now, actually? Only 1%. Perfect. Or is that the whole nation, actually? Population... You're only at 0.8%. So we'll kind of get you up, and that'll help us get a little more education efficiency as well. As far as budget, we may have to start taxing our people pretty heavily from the beginning. We can probably drop that down pretty far, because that's not going to be a problem for us at all. Tariffs. Let's actually bump tariffs up just a little bit. We'll bump this up to about... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and bump it up to... I don't think I want to bump it up to the max. Well, 15 for now. Some of that other stuff we'll keep for now, and then some of these other taxes and things. Oh, we are actually max. We have a max tax, huh? Wow, that's going to be rough. Okay. And I don't think we can. We obviously can't build any factories right now or anything like that. So that is that. But we could build some more military. What is our military makeup right now? 1 cav and a bunch of infantry. So, cav has an attack of 3.5. Maybe getting a couple cannons. I'm just getting an artillery. It's probably going to be pretty expensive. Let's get on artillery and another infantry. Maybe kind of expensive, but we're going to see what happens. We'll go ahead and pause. We're going to go ahead and go at speed 3 for now. It's going to be costing us a lot of money, I'm sure, but we're going to do the best we can. What is it, people? Anything that we can change to? Currently, slavery is allowed. Only 6% of the population wants this. I mean, obviously, we do want to outlaw slavery at some point, for sure. You know what? We're going to go ahead and outlaw slavery from the beginning. Slavery is bad. Outlaw slavery right away. I think that is a good move for us. And, among other things, ally with Venezuela. Still may be worth it. Still may be worth it. Among other things, we may want to try and find us an ally. Bolivia. At war with Texas. Let's try and go. Actually, we don't have enough diplomacy stuff to do anything, so we'll go ahead and keep going as is. But we may need to, once we get some diplomacy stuff, we may want to make happy with some guys around us. Oh, we actually got detected pretty quickly there. Almost got the maximum. And we are losing a lot of money. And not being able to tax our people more is going to hurt us. Let's just raise the tariffs as high as we can. Let's lower some of these down to about 25% initially. Because it is what it is. Let's lower you down to about 25% as well. I mean, a lot of it's just we're having to spend money just to buy stuff, I'm assuming. Yep, that's exactly what it is. We're having to buy the ammunition for our troops. And we're about to go into debt, but that's just what it is. In fact, we actually are in debt right now. But that's the way it is. Deficit spending for the win. It's going to take us 275 more days, almost a full another year. Basically January of 37. A few more clergymen coming in, getting there. We may have to mobilize our people once we are ready to go to war as well, just to be able to make sure we have more than both Venezuela and USA, especially if they mobilize too. Hey, look! There's a province called David. That's pretty cool. I like seeing these little population ticks of 2, 2, 2. 1. One person was born. 2 people were born. There's our infantry. Maybe once these get built up, they'll the cost will go down a little bit. And of course, there's a supply cost and stuff like that as well, which actually we're going to jump the supply cost for right now. We don't really need the supply at the moment. Maybe it was too early in the game to do artillery because we're not able to like financially support it, but we'll see what happens. We'll go up to speed 4 for now while we're waiting for the CB to come through and our last military unit to come in. Making little blips of money here and there. Got a lot of things we're producing though, which is really good to see. I like to see that. We're only 9% literate right now. Alright, there we go. So, let's just move you guys up to there. Because we're going to be going after, I think, USCA first, probably. We still got 3 units. They still got 3 units and a ship. Gold rush. What? Gold. I found gold. A mountain of gold. Change trade goods to precious metal. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is huge. Life rating goes up and immigration attraction goes up. That is really nice. That should hopefully be a lot better export for us overall. Hopefully get us some more money coming in. That's pretty cool. How much of a loan did we take? 1,500. Whew. Craziness. All right, so we're at 87%. Let's go ahead and raise our supply. So we're ready to go when it happens. Of course, now we're falling pretty heavily. All right. Okay. Let's go for it. So you got that, and you've got 3 troops as well. Okay. So justify war. Or not justify war. Declare war. Acquire state. And we want... Actually, what do we want? What state is this? Probably the closest one. This is the state of Costa Rica. Sounds good. I suppose we could always add another one if we feel like the war is going well. It's only going to cost us 16 war score for this one. Acquire 16 is protected by the following nations in Venezuela, which is fine. I think we can take them both. We'll find out. We will also go ahead and mobilize our 1 unit, which is not much, but it's something. I feel like we kind of need to track down his units, but... If we just get our 16 war score real quick, we might actually be able to just piece this out quickly. Central American Martyr. Hands on the clock, point 5 minutes to 12. His eyes peer across the town square, seemingly undaunted by the commotion and the risk. He climbs to the podium and begins to speak. For hours he talks of the Central American nation, its oppression, its cause, and its future, and in language that reverberates with nothing save the clear tones of a just cause. The Colombian gendarmes storm the square, and soon he is gone. Somewhere far away in the city, a bell strikes 12. A young Central American nationalist is in our custody. What should we do with him? He's clearly a danger. Either way, he's clearly dangerous, apparently. We can either execute him or imprison him. I guess we'll just imprison him, because I don't want to execute people. Come on now. Coming down to Liberia. I would like to get our other troop first. Do we have any better? Like, this general is not that good. I should have checked on my generals before I did anything. I don't know how many other generals I could have generated anyway. I really like my other troops to sneak up here before I can jump on these guys. Oh, hello. Can we catch... January 4th. Oh. So we caught half of them. Turn around, top. So we did catch half of them. Let's go ahead and stomp on the rest of them again. Oh, come on, catch them. Alright, we got those. And then let's jump on these guys, and you guys can come down here as well. Hopefully you guys get there first, right? Yes. Okay. And group up. And where are you going to? San Jose. Alright, so that's done. Let's not do that. Let's unselect you. So you have 0 troops left. So We can come over here and try and work on Venezuela. Oh, that's Colombia. I was like, wait a minute. I was looking at the wrong thing. Venezuela has 5. So, we can take our troops over here and try and jump on these guys to get rid of them real quick. Before they get stronger. Or we can stay over here. Not sure what would be better. We're only at like 2% war score. Just 2 from the war battles themselves. We need 16 total. Yeah, we're gonna need some more of the coast. Let's go ahead and get Costa Rica. If we can at least get Costa Rica, then we can have a lot more flexibility. Like all of that's Nicaragua up there. So we'll just get these 3 provinces. That's Costa Rica right there. That'll give us a huge boost. Doesn't mean he'll probably take that, but us getting the war goal should get us more of a boost than him taking that, I think. Our money situation is not great. Don't think there's much we can do about it, though. Really is not. Unfortunately, our guys are just not getting the supplies they need. Pop is too small to reinforce that brigade, too. Ouch. So right now we're at -2. I'm hoping we get more war score from this than he does. War between Colombia and the USCA. Hey, we made the newspaper. Front page. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go stomp on him a little bit, although he's technically outnumbering me at the moment. Really? Brazil? Really? Why are you declaring war on us? Like, is this just your own thing? Chile and Brazil declare war on us for what? Brazil, Colombia and Amazonas. Really? We're not doing anything at that, so it is what it is. Guess we'll just ignore them and let them take what they take, and then I guess they're going to get the Brazilian Amazonas, unfortunately. Or the Colombian Amazonas, I should say. Which actually is not that much. Just that province? Yeah, I might actually give that to them. It's not ideal. I would rather not. It gives us some tobacco and stuff. But I'd rather not go to war with Brazil right now. I'd rather actually ally Brazil. I should have made nice with Brazil, come to think of it. Alright, so what does that put us? So that actually puts us back at 0. I'm hoping if we get all of the provinces in Costa Rica, that actually puts us in a good spot. Hey, there's our first educational efficiency. Should I go for the next one now? It's going to be pretty expensive. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the morale for now, and then we'll come back. Getting some more tax efficiency and stuff like that would be good as well. Alright, actually we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and yeah, brand new series, we're going to see what we can do. We're obviously not going to be trying to fight Brazil right now. Like I said, I'm going to try and make happy with Brazil, at least initially, and maybe they'll leave us alone as we take over the rest of these other guys. But we'll figure it out. But I do appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this series. Hopefully this one ends up being a better series than the last one. And hopefully we can do some more stuff as Colombia than we were able to do as Haiti. Since we're, like I said, not as locked off as an island as, you know, since we're over here on the land itself. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.